Hello everyone, welcome back. I bought this common juniper last year and did this first initial styling on it. I didn't video it, it was before I started making my videos. So I never videoed me styling it first, doing its first styling. I do have a photograph of it, so I'll use that as the thumbnail so you get to see what it looked like before I styled it, for giving it first styling. So basically it was just a big bush and I reduced it right back and I chopped some of the branches off and I wired the branches down, things like that, to give it this kind of more conical shape. Now it's lost a branch here, and you see it's lost a few little branches around the place. So now, just for it to say, I didn't take it out the pot, it's still in the same original soil. I do want to eventually do something a bit better with it, put it onto a, I don't know, maybe I do have a concrete slab I have another tree on which I don't like. I could put this onto it, or maybe I'll do a forest and use this as the main tree in the forest. I'm not sure yet, but it was just a bit of a challenge I gave myself, because like that, the bush that I got was kind of it's ones you can buy around here now and again. You don't really get like proper good junipers here, it's just these common ones, and they're quite cheap. I got this for €16 I think it was, so it was quite cheap, but like I say, it was a bush. So I'm going to go around it now. I'm going to clean off any of the needles and stuff and the branches that died, and we'll have a look at maybe giving it a little bit more work. So next spring it'll be ready, hopefully, to repot. It does have a nice trunk, nice root base, a lot of flaring small roots on it, and it's got some old peeling bark and stuff, so it has the potential to make a nice kind of upright tree. So we'll see how we get on. Okay, so I'll bring the camera in a bit closer for you so you can see it. Now we'll start with this branch here. This died. So, like I said, this was a year ago now, because I only started making my videos back in September of last year. So it was before that I did it. Which is pretty really, this is the reason why I wanted to start making videos, is so that trees like this I'll have the videos to look back on. So we have this branch that died, so I'll probably leave a bit of a stub on it, and we'll gin a piece of it. I'll just cut the wire back to the start of it there. The wire will be wired onto something, another branch, so I won't take the wire off completely around the trunk. I think the wire's not too bad. I don't see much biting in yet, so hopefully we'll be okay till the spring with the wiring, but if not, we'll take it off and redo it. We'll see. This one's been dead a while. You can see there's no sap at all under the bark, so we'll have to scrape it off. So I got this scraper, so I normally make short work of it. And there's a few others that I took off here, but I haven't done much with them. Just basically what I've done there, just breaking them off. And when we're doing a bit more styling wise, then we'll work on the gins a bit too. But for now, I'm just gonna, they'll probably be shortened and stuff. We'll just break them up a bit like that so they can start to weather back. I'll repot, we might do a bit of work on them. Okay, so we'll start at the bottom, I think, and we'll work our way up. So the front of the tree, I'm thinking, is probably maybe here. What I've done, as you can see, is I've kind of styled it with the lower branches bending down, and then as I'm coming up the tree, they're going more and more straightening up. Now I do think these guys are probably a bit long, but like that, when I cut them, I only cut off a little bit I did cut them quite far back because they were right the way up here, but I didn't want to go too hard because there wasn't much green foliage back here because it was all inside. So now we just need to clean them up a bit. Now if I was really fussy, I could go in and take all these brown needles off, but I'm not going to do that. They'll fall off eventually themselves. So now I just need to decide on a length of this branch, say, and I think this part can probably come off. And let's get some better wire cutters. It's these ones that cut through everything. So we'll take it right back to this branch here. Put some pretty heavy wire on it. And this one we'll take back to here, and we'll just keep working on forming pads out of these like I do with my other ones. We'll just keep pruning them back to an outward facing branch, and slowly but surely we'll create pads. So I'll bring the camera in a little bit. Now, second branch is this one over here. Again, we have a dead bit there, and so we can get rid of that. And again, I think lengthwise, again, this is only its second bit of styling, so we're not trying to make a beautiful finished product out of it right now. We just want it to start reducing back, getting more into the shape we want it. So I think we'll go back to there, take off that branch, and again we can start creating a pad there, and that one, this one here, and again it's probably coming out a bit far on this bottom bit. I think we could reduce it to here anyway, at least for now. Again, we'll just keep encouraging it to pad out a bit. Take that one back as well. So it's gone down, so we'll take that out. I could wire these into place, but I think once they start growing, these, especially when I put it in its new pot, it'll start growing really well. And I'll be trimming it every other week to keep it under control. So let's just get it into its initial styling. So again, get rid of all these in here. Hopefully when it starts like that in its new pot in the spring, and good soil. The soil is probably, the whole pot is full of roots, so it'll when we put it in a new pot, it'll definitely help it grow a bit stronger in good soil. And yeah, then hopefully we'll start getting some back budding and we can chase the branches back even more. These weak branches we'll just get rid of. Now this one here, I'm trying to see, now this is, I can't remember where the front is now, I should have marked it. Let's have a look again. Kind of hard to choose a front on it. Well, for now, we'll just work on it that we don't have a front as such. We'll just work on each branch. And then we do have quite a gap here now. So, we don't want one of these heavy branches coming towards us. Maybe here is the front. I don't know. Just this branch here just seems to be. Maybe we could bring that up slightly. Just to, and possibly bring one of these down or something to fill the gap a little bit. But hopefully we'll get back budding on it anyway. So we'll be alright then. Okay, so we'll continue cleaning out all the dead stuff. It would all fall off eventually by itself, but so just give it a little bit of a help. And like I said, you could go in and clean out all these tiny little needles, but that would be a bit too fussy for this tree, I think, for now. Okay, I've got the end of this branch here. We can take off the tip of that instead. This bit here is going quite strong. Branch going up there. A branch coming from underneath it there, but we might leave that because that might end up replacing this. Go on to this one. Take off some of these ones going down. That strong one back. I think I could wire these all out into a flat pad, but I'm really trying to reduce the amount of wiring if I can on my trees. Maybe in the winter when I have a bit more time we'll wire some of these trees up. Then the problem is you gotta go and take all the wire off again. We have a strong branch growing up here and here, so we'll take them out. Try and concentrate on the outward facing branches. Take out the ones going down. Just reduce that one off. Bit in there. One coming down here we take out. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through the tree, keeping doing this, cleaning it out and whatever, and then we'll come then and have a look at it. Okay, I'm up at the apex now, and a lot of growth up here, so I'm thinking this was the apex. I've taken this off. I have inside here a new small little leader which I can turn into the new apex. I have one strong branch here going out the crotch of this branch here, so I'll take that one out, and I'm going to take this back one off completely. So get right in there and take that one out back there. And this one I'm going to take out as well. So this becomes our new apex. Let's get here. Some of these are very strong to be up here, so I'm going to reduce them right back. They need to go back even more, but until they backbud, when they start backbudding more, we'll reduce them back more. This one we'll take back to this. This one we'll take right back to here. Another shoot in there, we get rid of that one, and in here we got one. This guy. Take back to here for now. Just leaving these two. And that should help stimulate some more growth there. This one here. I'll take him back to there. And when this one grows, we'll replace this one. So I know at the moment the tree doesn't look much. It looks a bit of a mess. But you just got to trust the process and just work at it a bit at a time, and slowly but surely, as you work it back, it'll start looking more and more compact and more like a tree. This one here we can probably reduce right back as well. We'll take him right back to there. Branch off. Go up there, we'll get rid of. Okay, so let's have a look at that now from back here a minute. Come right back and we'll have a look. Yeah. So I'm thinking possibly here as the front. It looks to be the best. In the camera I can see a gap here. Where is it? Here. But when I'm looking at the tree itself, the gap doesn't seem to be there as much. I don't know, maybe it's just the height of the camera or something, and it seems to be lacking something up here, so maybe I'll just put a little bit of wire on this one to bring this one down, because it's sticking up a bit. So let's see, there's my wire. A bit of this one on it. Just need a short bit just to there's already wire on the tree, so we better follow that one. thing with these, they are prickly. Just put that one around there to lock it off. Okay, so how's that now? That's not too bad. These bottom branches, like I said, they could be a bit more refined, but what we've got to do is leave some foliage on the ends, try and force some back budding along the branches, and then, which it should do, they back bud quite easily, and then we can start chasing them back and creating more. I'm going to put my scissors. Creating more branching. As we get branches out like these, we can wire them out and build our pads, but this is only its second styling, so it's kind of really early in its bonsai life. But like I said, you just gotta trust the process, be patient, and slowly but surely working into a nice tree. And the only thing I will do is clean off the bottom a bit. It's got a bit of rubbish and weeds and stuff in it, so we'll clean that off and then we'll come back and have a look at the finished product. Okay, so I think that's more or less done for its second styling. Like I said, you kind of have to trust the process. I can't chop it back too much. If I chop it back too much, I'll lose the branches. You must leave enough foliage on it to keep it growing. And if you take it back to no foliage, the branch will just die. So you must kind of reduce it bit by bit. There's a few branches, like this one up back, maybe I could reduce that one. It does have this bit here, but there is a few branches that definitely need bringing in, but that you got to do that over time. You can't just do it in one go. So it's definitely had its second step now. This, I think, around here is my new front, or the front of it. I'll give you a look. I've just put a bit of a marker there. You can see the trunk. It's got a nice trunk on it, nice bark, nice radial roots around. The front might change one day, but just for now, that's going to be the front. Just because it just looks at the moment the best, but that could be any front. And I don't know come the spring if it's going to be planted in a pot by itself and it just grows as a single tree, or whether I will keep my eye out and maybe buy a few more of these, some small ones. You always see the small ones around, and make a little forest or a grouping out of it. I don't know, we'll see what I see. Like I said, when I put it into better soil in a better pot, I'm sure it'll grow like crazy. I have another one of these. You've probably seen it a few times on my videos. It's not bright, it's kind of a big old one, and like that, when I got that, it had practically no foliage on it at all, but I've slowly but surely built it up and it's growing really, really strong now. So I'm hoping to do the same with this one. So we'll put it back on the bench and I'll keep you updated on it. We'll maybe bring it in again in a couple of months or so. We'll have another look at it, maybe do another little bit of pruning, and we'll just keep going stage by stage until we have a nice tree. So like I said, I'll look up for the photograph that I have of it when I bought the tree, and you'll see what it was like. I'll use that as the thumbnail, and then you'll be able to see how the tree looked when I got it. It was a pretty big tree, like that. €16. It's a pretty cheap tree too, so you can get a pretty good half decent size bonsai for €16 once you just go through the process and let it grow slowly and mature slowly. Okay, so that's it for this video, and as always guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.